We welcome you to Cleveland, Ohio for a big matchup in Week 12 of the NFL. Today, it's a matchup of two 5-5 teams that have changed the course of their season, both of which were 1-3 at a point. Now sit right beneath the cut line, and the winner could possibly see themselves in the playoffs by the end of the day. And these two are underdogs and are unlikely to be in this situation, but they have proved everybody wrong and are going to make their case on why they should be the ones in the playoffs. Today, it's a huge matchup between Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns, taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. It's a big-time matchup. We're in the latter stages of the season. It's going to get good. You're watching the NFL on ASC. And here we go. This one's up and away, and we are underway here in Cleveland. As Marvin Mims will return it from the end zone. He'll take it out to the 25-yard line, and we'll see what the Broncos can do. First play of the game, Wilson and company start from the 26-yard line. Wilson to throw. Pressure's there, and it's a sack to start the game. And it's Myles Garrett, number 1 overall pick in 2017, gets back to the quarterback. He's still got it. And boy, is he a wrecking ball in these type of games. And first play of the game gets to Russell Wilson and brings him down. 95, the game record that the Broncos are going to have to watch all day, already making impact right at the start of the game. So after that loss, 2nd and 20. Crowd already loud here in Cleveland. Wilson to throw. He gets hit again. Oh, the ball's out. It's scooped up, and it's a touchdown for Cleveland. The early turnover strike again, and it's the Browns. It's a scoop and score for Tomlinson. Look at this, a scoop and score, just picks it off the turf and runs it in. Unbelievable. Myles Garrett back-to-back plays, a sack and a strip sack to start the game. And the Cleveland Browns get a scoop and score not even a minute into the game. Unbelievable. And the extra point is up and through. 7-0. The defense for the Browns helping them out yet again. So now from the 43, fake. Wilson is sacked for the 3rd time already today. And that is Walker, who got home to Russell Wilson. 3 sacks in not even 4 minutes for Cleveland. One of the best defenses in the NFL. They are 4th coming into the day. And that is why their defense, man, their front and their secondary, they just know how to disrupt the game plan. Exactly what they're doing here. So here's Lutz to attempt a 58-yarder. Great kicker in New Orleans. Let's see what he has here. And he missed it way to the right. And you don't see Will Lutz miss many, but that one, he just pushed it way off to the right. And there is still nothing on the board for Denver. An unfortunate miss right there, and now the Browns will be able to take over on offense, led by Deshaun Watson for the first time today. So here we go for Cleveland. Crucial 4th and 1. Interesting going for it right here instead of kicking the field goal. Give it. Chubb finds a lane. Nick Chubb inside the 10-yard line and down to the 6. A 21-yard run for Nick Chubb on 4th and 1 to move the chains for Cleveland and put him down inside the 10-yard line. First down and goal. Hasn't been that impactful this season. Kind of a down year for Nick Chubb, but a big run right there on 4th and 1 to keep the drive going. And here it is. Give to Chubb. Chubb. Oh, what a stiff arm. Fights his way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with the strong effort, a stiff arm on Adrian Cooper to fight his way to the end zone. And the Browns are up 14-0 on the Broncos. Look at this stiff arm. Nick Chubb fighting through the contact to get into the end zone. That's the strength that he shows with that speed. One of the most underrated running backs in the league, but a big-time move right there to get into the end zone. And it's the offense who's able to cash in after the missed field goal. 1 for 1 on their drives. Cleveland, one of the worst offenses, but one of the best defenses, and they actually kind of mixed together to form a pretty good football team, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. 14-0 Browns leading the Broncos. First down and goal for Denver. Less than a minute to go in the opening quarter. Wilson fires, caught. Jeudy fighting, touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy getting the touchdown for the Broncos. Another down year for him. A lot of players who have been kind of quiet this season. Jerry Judy's one of them. He's had a couple of big games this season, but it's been kind of shadowed by Greg Dulcich and Cam Sutton. But cut the quick slant right here, fought through a couple of Browns defenders to get in the end zone. He was not getting denied, and the Broncos finally put some points on the board there. The fumble and the missed field goal, but they're able to capitalize. Third time's the charm. As here's Lutz. He missed a 58-yard field goal, but he'll make this extra point right here, and it is a 14-7 game. And that will end the opening quarter. A wild start to this one sees the Browns up by 7 here in Cleveland, Ohio. You're watching the NFL on ASC. 2nd and 2 to open the second quarter. Watson looking, rolling to his left. Watson, plenty of open green grass. Deshaun Watson gets popped, but he gets across the 45, and a big-time run by Watson, a run of 22 to put the Browns inside Bronco territory. And it's been a little while since he's played, but showing the wheels right here from number 4, and he got out of the pocket and took off to the races. Good run for Deshaun Watson. So here's the field goal from Will Lutz to cut the lead down to 4. It is up and through. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And now the Broncos cutting in to that Browns lead. Third down and goal. Touchdown can take the lead. Wilson fires. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich gives the Broncos the lead. And now 16 unanswered points from Denver with 2 minutes to go in the half. Greg Dulcich has had a breakout season with Denver, especially the last couple of weeks. Look at this, just getting across, getting the quick pass from Russell Wilson and in for the touchdown. And just like last week with the Patriots and the Jets, just one team getting off to an early advantage, and then just the other team gets a crazy run. That's exactly what happened in here. 17 unanswered. Denver leading the Browns, now up by 3. 2-minute warning in the half. Broncos up by 3 on the road. Watson rolling out to the right. Fires. Intercepted. Picked off by Surtain, who's going to get wrapped up by Nick Chubb. And now Denver's got an opportunity to go up by 2 possessions. A crucial mistake from Deshaun Watson on the move. Fires it, and Surtain gets in front of David Bell for the interception. Surtain, one of the best safeties in the league. And now Russell Wilson and the offense come out to try and take a bigger lead. First down and 10 from the 16. Clock running down. Fake. Wilson fires. Intercepted. Denzel Ward going to take it out of the end zone. He has room in front. Lost the ball. Scooped up by another Browns defender. And it's going to come out to the 25. The Browns defense bails them out yet again. As Wilson fired it, the pressure was in his face right there from Garrett. Denzel Ward lost the ball in the interception, but the Browns will still have it and come out to the 25. So this is a booth review to see if Denzel Ward actually did fumble on the way down. It was close, really close actually. Hard to see from that camera view right there. It looks like the knee is down before the ball comes out. So we'll see what the call is. And yes, they're going to say Denzel Ward, the knee was down. So the Browns will start back at the 18. So here's the field goal to end the half. It is up and through. We will go to the half in a fitting tie game at 17. We're setting up for an absolute thriller of a second half here in Cleveland, Ohio. Back and forth where the defenses getting key takeaways and the offenses trying to capitalize off of them. 17 all after one here in Cleveland. So now here we go. First down and 10. Watson looking. And he's going to get sacked. Baron Browning got home for a 9-yard loss. And a big-time sack for Denver sets up second and really long for the Browns. Baron Browning, his second sack of the season. Quiet year for him as well, and he got straight to Watson for the sack, the former Pro Bowler, coming up huge on first down, pushing the Browns in a bad scenario. 3rd and 18. Long way to go. Watson looks, fires, triple coverage, it's picked off, intercepted, and the Broncos going to try and take it back, and it's a big pick by Locke, and they will set up at the 47, second turnover of the day for Cleveland, and a bad throw yet again. Just Watson, the decision-making's been off all season long, and that was triple coverage for David Bell again, and it was Locke along with Simmons there. And now Denver can capitalize with a touchdown, or at least just get some points on the board to get the lead back. So here it is. Lutz is 1 for 2 on the day. He's going to be 2 for 3 here. This one drilled from 43 to give the Broncos a 3-point advantage. They're up 20-17 now. So here's Lutz. Another long one. This one will be from 62 yards. One of the longest in his career, and it is short and wide to the right. Didn't have the distance and pushed it again. He's now 2 for 4 on field goals. Not a Will Lutz stat right there. And it remains a 3-point game. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Browns on the move. Give. Chubb gets to the outside. Nick Chubb tries to cut it back. He is still going. He's not down. He finally is now. 29-yard run for Nick Chubb, who would not give up. And the Browns have a 1st and goal. Look at this. Even wrapped up, and he still broke free. Those Broncos defenders thought they had him. They did not. Nick Chubb fights through the contact, spins out of it. So here they go from the 7-yard line after the big run. Watson on the move to the left. Gonna flip it. It's caught for the touchdown. And that is Prochet, the former Raven, getting a score in this ball game. And Cleveland has the lead back. Watson flips it the last second. A Texan-like play for Deshaun Watson. He flips it to James Prochet, who gets his first touchdown as a Brown. And now here's the extra point to make it a 4-point game, which means the Broncos have to score to get the lead back. This kick is up and through, 24-20. Cleveland up by 4. And here we go. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Wilson, screen, Williams, open green. Javonte Williams wrestled down inside the 25, and that will end the third. 15 minutes to play. We've got a wild one brewing up in Cleveland. 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos. Wilson looks. There's 2 Browns coming after him. He's sacked. Myles Garrett and Zadarius Smith both combine on the sack. Zadarius Smith, one of the newest members of the Browns, has his first sack, or first half sack, as a Brown. Got him at the trade deadline, getting home with Myles Garrett. 2 all-star defensive players combining to get down Russell Wilson. So we'll see what Lutz can do. He's 2 for 4. This one from 45, and he's got it. It's a 1-point Cleveland advantage. The Broncos will not go away, 24-23. 3rd down and 2. Chubb to the right of Watson. Watson going to throw. On the move. He's got Green. Watson going to take off. He's in for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it himself and hitting a nice little slide afterwards. And the Browns can go up by 8. How about the offense? 30 points for the Browns for just the second time this season. As crazy as that is, This offense just has not been able to put up a lot of points on the board. It's been their defense that's been helping them out most of the day. But Watson right there getting in for the touchdown. Their third offensive touchdown of the day. And this kick is up and through, 31-23. It's an 8-point advantage for Cleveland. Less than 4 minutes to go, 2nd and 8. Wilson with time. That's running out. Wilson escapes the pressure. Wilson to the left. He's got Green. Russell Wilson inside the 10. And he's down to the 6-yard line. Oh, what a play. Shades of Seattle for Russell Wilson. Had pressure right in his face. Got right out of it. Look at this. On the move. And got all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Look at the legs from Russell Wilson. 1st and goal, Denver. So let's see what they can do after that run. 1st down and goal. Russ looking on the move again. Fires. Touchdown. Denver. Dulcich, his 2nd of the game. First multi-touchdown game in the career of Greg Dulcich. And the Broncos are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Unreal. A back and forth ball game, and now the Broncos have themselves in an 8-point deficit. They can tie it here. And how about number 3 on that drive? Huge plays to lead the Broncos down the field. And here we go. The most crucial part of this ball game to tie it. They have Samaje Perine in the backfield. Wilson, quick pass, and he's got it. Jerry Jeudy. We have a tie game again, tied at 31. Both these teams will not back down, will not give up. They are fighting to get to 6 and 5. Broncos have ourselves a tie ball game. And here's the punt by Bojorquez. Back to Mims. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. And the Broncos have 2 minutes to try and win this game, tied at 31. 3rd and 2. Huge conversion here. Wilson in trouble. Running back. He is sacked. Wrapped up. Zadarius Smith got home again. Timeout. And the Browns will take over. 3rd and 1 with 22 seconds. Still got a long way to go to get in field goal range. Njoku, he's going to get him close. He's out of bounds. 1st down, Cleveland. Here it is. A career-long 60-yarder to win it. It is good. He got it. And the Browns have beaten the Broncos. What a game. And a career-long for the kicker. A 60-yarder. And the Browns will win by 3 to get to 6 and 5. And the Broncos will fall to 5 and 6. Cleveland. What a final drive led by Deshaun Watson, the big play to Njoku. Their defense coming up huge to stop the Broncos. And a contender for game of the year. Back and forth. Absolute chaos in this game. And it's Cleveland, who only had about 150 passing yards in this game. They had more rushing yards than passing yards. They get the job done nonetheless. And it doesn't matter what the stat line looks like. As long as you have a win this late into the season, then you're all good. And that's exactly the case for Cleveland. A barn burner from start to finish. And it's the Cleveland Browns who are able to get the job done. 34-31. They're now 6 and 5. And right now, currently in a wild card position. Boy, we've been gifted with many great games in the NFL this season. This one, another one. 34-31. Browns beating the Broncos on a last-second 60-yard field goal in this game. Russell Wilson, 393, 3 touchdowns and interception. 2 of those went to Greg Dulcich, 1 to Jerry Jeudy. Good day for Cortland Sutton as well. Watson, 50% passing, 152 through the air, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, had a rushing touchdown. Best day of the year for Nick Chubb, 147 and a touchdown. This is ASC, signing off.